I don't know how to say it.
What's going on, boys? I'm over here at Sac County Airsoft in the indoor field where I'm out here with the newest Bluetooth EShooter targets. You can customize the settings to whatever training you want for yourself or even for your friends. But that's just a taste of what these little guys have to offer. Let's go ahead and see what these things are all about. So, EShooter went ahead and sent me a few of these and I can't get enough of them. You know, with the price point of being $89, is it really worth it? It's similar to the ones that Ace Tech has, but at a lower price point. Now, the features on this are all based on the app, which is, you know, all Bluetooth. And with the Bluetooth app, you get a lot of things that you can do, from switching out from specific modes, whether you want to do training, or you want to play a game, you want to play by yourself, or maybe with a few friends. You can definitely do that with as many targets as you please. And that's the best thing about this thing. Whether you're training indoors or outdoors, this system's pretty much got you covered. Its portability makes it perfect for on-the-go training sessions. With customizable RGB lighting and auditory feedback, you'll get instant visual and auditory cues to track your performance.
Shooter, ready.
The system can handle any BB caliber with ease, of course within a 6mm criteria. Now, go ahead and unleash the firepower without holding back, but the cherry on top is, of course, what I mentioned before, the app itself. You can take your training to the next level with multi-scenario simulations, both short, long range. The user-friendly interface has got to be my favorite thing so far with this entire system. And setup is definitely a breeze. All you got to do is charge, set up the app, and you're good to go. Opening up the box, you get an owner's manual, a charging cable, and of course their targets themselves. Now, if you are traveling with these, it does seem kind of weird to kind of put them in your airsoft bag or whatever it might be. So I do recommend putting these in a separate bag, separate case. I get a little worried about having these little metal plates hang off. So just be sure you're fairly careful. Although these are metal plates, they could potentially break off the hinge. And you don't really want that with your targeting system, especially one that costs over almost $100. I love the packaging and everything that's included. The setup is simple and I don't have to fuss with it too much just to get it working. Charging is pretty straightforward with the standard USB-C cable and it's very durable during use. Even if I miss my target, the base doesn't seem to get damaged. Connecting multiple target systems to the app is a breeze. Just select each one and they're ready to go. The app makes it incredibly easy to navigate and start your session within seconds, making it even easier for the newbiest of players that are just coming on the scene to easily use it as they please. Honestly, you really don't get too many components like that in Airsoft because you still have to fiddle with a lot of settings and, you know, just got to get around everything. You got to watch a YouTube video, maybe you got to go to your local store to figure out what's going on. No, this is just pretty much one and done, which I enjoy quite a bit. So, getting to the app itself, you have training mode, which is probably one of my favorite modes so far. It's got two different styles, standard and random. Standard being training to shoot down the targets as fast as you can, and it will notice your results at the time you're done shooting. Random play, it's pretty cool. In a limited time, you get a higher score by shooting certain targets, and you have other targets that are known as hostage targets. Usually those are colored red or orange or whatever you customize it at that time. But it does deduct your score if you do end up shooting those hostage targets, which is pretty cool. Based off the website, the scoring rules are calculated with reference to the IPSC rules, so you gotta keep practicing to get higher scores. Battle mode lets you set up with different players. You can play up to 5 people at a time. It lets you see who you can knock down their team's targets first. Pretty competitive in my opinion, but try not to be too sweaty with it. Just taking a look at the unstoppable mode, you do have some options, and in this mode, it won't be limited to time and scores. It's always just gonna reset no matter what, so you can just keep going and going and going to whatever your heart's content. And the mode can still work even if you accidentally turn off the app. You get typical connectivity issues, like say if I was using the Gate Titan or something, it disconnects once you know the app is off or you go back to the home screen. Now this is claiming that you could keep using it even if the app accidentally turns off. So that's probably just a standard function from there. Since it's already cycling through the game itself, you just keep going and going and going. Airsoft has still got a long way to go, but I'm pretty optimistic with this one. So you're probably thinking about the battery life, and based off the website, it seems like it can only go up to about 10,000 shots. There's no direct answer with how long it actually lasts. I haven't had the chance to test it out myself, but it seems like it's probably about an hour or two, depending on if you're using it consistently, or if it's gonna probably be extended depending on if you turn it on and off or whatever. And of course, it's gonna be pretty straightforward. So if you know it's gonna be running out of battery pretty soon, it will give you a red light indicator. That'll show up when it's about 15% battery life left over. I mean, I have the habit of charging everything once I come back from any session, so I'm just usually kind of just charging everything right away. You know how Airsoft gets, you get a lot of things that really don't last too long and they end up breaking. I try to take care of my stuff as best I can. These targets were really fun to use, and if you're asking me, I would definitely recommend it if you had a extra few hundred to spend on just at least a few targets. If you're looking for a discount, of course I got a coupon code for EShooter.com with the code IAnthony for 10% off. Is it really necessary? Probably not, but this can definitely get the most bang out of your buck considering the other expensive targets that are out there on the market right now. I mean, honestly, you get what you pay for, and I feel like it's pretty worth it. And hopefully in the future, we can see a price decrease on some of these components. Thanks for watching my video, boys. This is AJ, and I will see you on the next one.